Hi, I've got the best quiz for you today. It starts quite easy, but I've put a few questions in there that are really going to challenge you. I would guess that no one's going to score 90% or more, but I would love you to prove me wrong. So if you're ready, here we go. Who invented concrete? Was it the Romans, the Egyptians, or the Greeks? And it was the Romans. What colour is a Maltese dog? Black, white or brown? And the answer is white. Which country was previously known as Rhodesia? Is that Kenya, Zimbabwe or Botswana? And I hope you're getting off to a good start. The correct answer is Zimbabwe. Which ship was infamously found with her crew mysteriously missing? Was that the Mary Rose, the RMS Lusitania, or the Mary Celeste? And it was the Mary Celeste. Which country suffered the infamous potato famine from 1845 to 52? Was that Ireland, France, or Germany? And it was Ireland. Are soft drinks, which is sodas from my American viewers, acidic, basic or neutral? And they are acidic. What is the main cavity fighting ingredient in toothpaste? Is it calcium, fluoride or potassium? And don't worry, they do get more difficult as we go. The correct answer here is fluoride. Normally, dairy cows are milked how often? Once a day, twice a day, or once a week? And normally, twice a day. Leonardo da Vinci Airport is the main airport for which city? Milan, Venice, or Rome? And is this the first question that catches you out? The correct answer is Rome. Where did the mud pie dessert originate from? The United Kingdom, United States, or Canada? And it is, of course, Mississippi mud pie from the USA. What is the name of the wall that the Romans built across northern England? Hadrian's, Nerva's, or Nero's? And the answer, Hadrian's. What female farm animal is called a nanny? A sheep, goat or cow? And the correct answer is goat. What is the most surveilled country in the world? Is it the United States, UK or China? And the answer is China. Where is the Hagia Sophia Grand Mosque found? Is it in Cairo, Istanbul or Jerusalem? And it's in Istanbul. Who had a hit in the 60s with good vibrations? Was that the Beatles, Rolling Stones or the Beach Boys? And it was the Beach Boys. Anchorage is the largest city in which US state? Is that in Alaska, Oregon or Minnesota? And it's in Alaska. Whose national flag features the yin-yang symbol? Is that South Korea, Japan or China? And it is South Korea. In which city is Tiananmen Square located? Shanghai, Beijing or Wuhan? And the correct answer is Beijing. What is the steering station on a ship called? Is that the bridge, deck or helm? And it is the helm. Stromboli volcano, which recently erupted, is in which country? Greece, Italy or Turkey? And it's in Italy. Who created the character Hercule Poirot? Was that Arthur Conan Doyle, Agatha Christie, or Edgar Allan Poe? And it was Agatha Christie. What causes athlete's foot? Is it a fungi, bacteria, or parasite? And it is a fungi. What gas is given off during fermentation? Oxygen, nitrogen, or carbon dioxide? The correct one there, carbon dioxide. Do only humans have opposable thumbs? Yes or no? And if you're doing well so far, give me a thumbs up to let me know. The correct answer is no, it's not just humans. Which is typically used to culture different types of cells? A test tube, beaker, or petri dish? And the answer, petri dish. What type of instrument is a mandolin? Is it string, wind, or percussion? And the answer is string. The movie The Social Network is about the founding of which website? Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram? And the answer is Facebook. What does the D stand for in the medical term GERD? Is it disease, damage, or digestive? And it is disease. What is the common name for dried plums? Are they raisins, sultanas, or prunes? And they are prunes. In French, what colour is vert? Is it red, green, or blue? And it is green. In Greek mythology, who is the Titan who carries the heavens upon his shoulders? Is that Atlas, Prometheus, or Cronus? And it is Atlas. Who became NATO's newest member on the 7th of March 2024? Austria, Sweden, or Ireland? And that was Sweden. Which decade is the beehive hairstyle most associated with? The 50s, 60s, or 70s? And that was the only photo I could find of one. The correct answer is the 1960s. In June 1973, British Honduras became which country? Guyana, Jamaica, or Belize? And as I said, there's going to be some trickier ones. Did you get this correct? The answer is Belize. Shaggy Rogers is one of the main characters in which cartoon series? Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, or the Smurfs? And the answer is Scooby-Doo. Zulu people are native to which part of Africa? West, North, or South Africa? And the answer is South Africa. Wednesday is a character in which TV family? The Munsters, the Addams Family, or the Simpsons? And she's in the Addams Family. Madeira is an autonomous region of which country? Spain, Portugal, or Italy? The correct choice here is Portugal. Which beetle is known for being a major pest of potato crops? The Colorado, longhorn, or rhinoceros beetle? And that one is the Colorado beetle. What is loam? Is it a type of rock, a type of soil, or a type of wood? And it is a type of soil. Changi Airport is a major international airport in which country? Is it in Malaysia, Thailand or Singapore? And it's definitely the most beautiful airport I've ever been to. The answer is Singapore. What type of plant is papyrus? Is it a tree, a shrub or a reed? And it is a reed. How many divorces did King Henry VIII have? 1, 2 or 3? And he was divorced twice. Known as the Dancing House, which city is this building in? Is it in Prague, Paris or Vienna? And the answer is Prague. Who established the colony in Goa, India in 1510? Was it the British, Portuguese or Dutch? And it was the Portuguese. Hue Imperial City is located in which country? Is that in Vietnam, Thailand or Cambodia? And it's in Vietnam. Which country produces the most tea? India, China or Sri Lanka? And the answer is China. Mace comes from the same tree as which other spice? Cinnamon, nutmeg or clove? And the answer is nutmeg. What food group are lentils in? Are they legumes, cereals or fruits? And they are legumes. What is Europe's largest native land mammal? Is it the European bison, the brown bear or the elk? And it is the European bison. Which actor was left stranded on Mars in the movie The Martian? Was that Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon or Brad Pitt? And it was Matt Damon. Patek Philippe is one of the oldest manufacturers of what? Watches, violins or pianos? The answer is watches. Which city is the setting for the movie The Hangover? Is it in Chicago, New York or Las Vegas? And it's in Las Vegas. In which of these would you use rennet? In cheese making, wine making or bread making? And it's used in cheese making. Which country did Volvo originate in? In Germany, Sweden or Norway? And it's from Sweden. Nunavut is a territory in which country? Is it in Russia, Canada or Finland? And it's in Canada. Who was the Lone Ranger's Native American sidekick? Was it Tonto, Kemosabe or Kato? And the answer is Tonto. In which decade did handheld hairdryers first appear? The 1920s, 40s or 60s? And the answer is the 1920s. Charles Alderton invented which soft drink? Coca-Cola, Pepsi or Dr. Pepper? And he invented Dr. Pepper. Do lab-grown diamonds have the same chemical and physical properties as earth-mined diamonds? Yes or no? And the answer is yes, they do. The world's first speeding ticket was issued in the UK in 1896 for what speed? 8, 22 or 30 miles per hour? And it was for just 8 miles per hour. What is the papal name of the current Pope? Benedict, Francis or John Paul? And the answer is Francis. Who took over as Apple CEO after Steve Jobs? Was that Tim Cook, Larry Page or Jack Dorsey? And it was Tim Cook. Does it ever snow in the Sahara? What do you think? No or yes? And the correct answer is yes, but not very often. What did James Cook name the Hawaiian Islands? The Sandwich Islands, Cook Islands or George Islands? And he named them the Sandwich Islands. How many children did Albert Einstein have? None, 3 or 5? And he had 3. Which ancient city was renamed Constantinople in 330 CE? Carthage, Argos or Byzantium? And there's a bonus point if you know who named it. The correct answer is Byzantium. China gave Hong Kong Island to the British as a result of which war? The Boxer Rebellion, Opium War or the Sino-Japanese War? And the answer is the Opium War. What is the national language of Bangladesh? Is it Hindi, Bengali or Urdu? And the answer is Bengali. What is the modern term for an apothecary? Is it a pharmacist, beekeeper or accountant? And the answer is pharmacist. What was the only Southeast Asian country that was not colonised by Europeans? Thailand, Vietnam or Indonesia? And as an extra bonus point if you know what it was called back then, the correct answer is Thailand. Is toothpaste a Newtonian or a non-Newtonian fluid? Which do you think? And it is non-Newtonian. In which decade was the Antarctic ozone hole discovered? In the 1960s, 70s or 80s? And that was back in the 80s. For a satellite to be geostationary, it must be approximately 36,000 kilometres directly above what? The North Pole, the equator or the South Pole? And the answer, the equator. What is the name of the world's largest cruise ship? Star of the Seas, Symbol of the Seas or Icon of the Seas? And it is Icon of the Seas. Have you played my second channel yet, Quizamp? If you haven't, here's a link. I'd love you to go over there, check it out, let me know what you think. I'm sure you'll do well. Thanks for watching this quiz and I'll see you again soon.